Hi friends, this is Caitlin and I'm so happy to be here with you with Bloom Daily Planners. We are going to be working on February's plan with me. Hey Brennan! So let me tell you what happened. What had happened was I had all of these plans of which washi tapes I was going to use, what sticker packs I was going to use. I organized everything at my desk at work and was ready to go. And then Delaware got hit with 10 inches of snow. And so we're still working from home today. And so all of my prepped things are not here. So we're going to see what we can do with what I have around here. And I am lucky that I have lots of craft supplies, lots of markers. You can't hear me. That's not good because my thing says I should be good. Brennan, can you hear me? Now I'm nervous. Or it's always on a delay too, and that never helps. Okay, Brennan can hear me. It's UM. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, I have lots of markers and I do have some Bloom stickers here, so we're gonna make it work. But yeah, I'm gonna share some other ideas, and my normal 8x11 hardcover planner that we use is not here. So I'm using my personal for real planner. And because I already started prepping February in my personal planner, we're gonna prep the weeks in here. And I grabbed a monthly planner that I have because we never play with those. And so we'll plan our month in the big guy and we'll plan our weeks in my planner, I think is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna open up my planner. I pre-wrote out, which I did before I did this, right? I did this last week as like a practice. I wrote out all of my things ahead of time to put on here. So we're going to use that same list to plan out our month, our monthly spread. And yeah, we're just going to roll with it. Just going to figure it out as we go. So the first thing I always like to do is add in my payday stickers. You guys, if you've been here before, you might know that. And lucky for me, the free sticker sample sheet that comes with our regular planners has some little pay things. So some little money symbol stickers. So we're going to add one of those to the 12th and one of these doesn't want to peel. There we go, from the background to the 26th. And look how beautiful. February really deserves a shout out. She starts on a Monday, she ends on a Sunday. Like perfect placement. Perfect placement. So we also are going to end up with this whole bottom row empty. And I took a poll in our Instagram, on our Instagram stories, and asked for what color scheme we wanted to use. And like hot pink and light pink won. But like I said, all my washies are at work. So what I thought I would do and try out and see how you guys feel about it is adding some stenciling. Okay. So I have this cute little like hearts stencil. I linked everything down in the description. But I thought it could be cute to do a little like ombre hearts moment and see how that goes. Oh yeah, anything that I've like jotted down, I go through the events in my phone calendar to see what I can add to my sticky note. I like accumulate all of my things, anything I have in emails 4 reminders. I grabbed from all over, anywhere where I could have tucked, you know, to-dos and things. I check there. Exactly, Brennan. I have to know when that money's coming in so that I can stock up on more craft supplies. So I'm using some Distress inks. They're just like little square cube inks in a very light pink called Spun Sugar and a hot pink called Picked Raspberry. And I started from the top with one. We're going to come from the bottom with the other. Ooh. Let's get that back in its spot. And that's going to give a little cute like heart ombre situation. There we go. So just something cute, a little fun way to add some color to our planner. And you can still add notes and things on top of this too, which I think is fun. It's not like you can't write over it with a pen. So if you had something that you wanted to jot down for the following month as a reminder for when you go to plan that month, you can do that. Oh, Just a Girl Loved by God. That's such a cute username. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm just going to do a couple of these. We don't have to go crazy today. But I do use and love a monthly planner. You guys know I've talked about it before. I usually use it for content planning for the month so I can see where we're at, what we still need. And shout out, I do love this kind of stencil because it has all different shapes that are small. So you can like use it for different squares, different size squares. It's really cute. I also have one other group of stencils I want to share with you guys. In a minute or in a little bit, we're going to add a little tracker on the side here. So for me, February is, right, obviously February is Valentine's Day. A lot of people focus on like love and romance, which is great. But I also think that February is a great time to think about some self-love and some self-care. So when we're planning out all of our events, I'm also going to be adding in some things that I'm purposefully focusing on this month for some self-care. And it's going to show up in different ways. But I think being very intentional about adding those in is like really important. Let's see, what is the tool you're using to move the ink to the stencil? So the inks are by a company called Ranger, and they make this little inky tool that has Velcro, and you can get these little foam pads to blend them out. Everything's also by Ranger, and you can get these just at like Michael's craft store or online. And so when you pick up the little foam pad, it just sticks to it, so you can drop down your ink and get a nice little blend. You can also use a blending brush, and they have tiny little, there's companies that make these little brushes so you can get really detailed with it and not worry about going over the lines. So yeah, the next thing we need to do is color code. Okay, and the problem there is going to be that I don't have all of the same colors, right, as our chosen, voted on thing. I have my mild liners because they come back and forth with me all the time. And so we have like a hot pink. I don't have a light pink. So we're just going to improvise. And hopefully you guys will forgive me this time. I figured it was better to come on with what I had than try to reschedule or cancel. Let's see. We can do some pink, some purple, and some gray maybe. And then for the weekly one, I have some other colors that I thought would be cute. All right, so I like to push, let's see, let's do home, work. What do we usually do? Family, so like the kids. I usually do 3 or 4. And for me, home and family, the difference is things that I need to know that my family are doing versus things that I need to do at home. Okay, so the first thing up for family on my little list here is on the 13th and the 16th. So they get a nice long weekend. School is closed. Also keep in mind that I write sideways. So if my handwriting looks less than optimal, that's why. Okay, so school is closed. We know when we're getting paid. For work. Work is pink. Let's stay on track, Caitlin. For work. On the 3rd, we have a cool, exciting call with Anne. On the 11th, we have this really amazing party planner creator named Renee, who's coming into our office to do some filming and to meet everybody, and I'm very excited for that. And then on the 24th, we're doing our March plan with me. Meeting with Anne. Meeting. Renee is 2 E's, right? And then plan with me for March. I might also have some additional lives coming this month. Nikki and I and Amanda and I are working on figuring out when we're going to do them. So keep an eye out. As soon as I have updated information on that for you guys, I promise I will post that and on Instagram and in the community. And then for home, I'm going to be live on Craft Roulette, which Bloom has been a sponsor of many times. It's a live crafting challenge. I'm excited about that. And then I do lives for Pink and Maine every Tuesday and Thursday, which is a craft company. And I'm sorry I don't have my face in the on the camera, but it's been a very potato day here at the Anthony household, and so we're just gonna have to do this. Thanks. Okay. Live. And then I like to do, I just write that it's a live, and in my own planner, I write in like what I made, like as I schedule them or complete them. Like I'll go back and fill that part in. Okay, the additions that I want to add in for myself as reminders. Okay, I'm going to be making my own little like check boxes, and I'm going to show you these cool stencils now, but also you can just mark them with a marker. These stencils are from our Bloom Ambassador, Amanda, and they're so cool and so handy. We're going to be using the book one to make a little challenge for ourselves over on the side of our notes page. So there's all of these little check boxes. If you like to have like a very consistent, evenly spaced check boxes, I will show you what I did on my planner. Before I got the stencils, I literally just took my marker and the chisel tip and just like made a square. So keep that in mind. You don't have to do a stencil. but I really wanted to try these out. I just had one. Where did it go? Hello? Oh, it's this. But I like that these have little rounded corners. So I'm going to go on every Sunday. I have been not feeling my best and not feeling really myself this last, I don't know, month. I feel like after Christmas every year feels a little hard. January is usually not the best time of the year for me, like mentally, but I really this year like don't feel like myself and I don't feel great. So I'm trying to put in little things that will help me feel better and like I'm doing something for me and like a little mini glow up. So Sundays have been my teeth whitening day. I can't do teeth whitening strips every like day in a row like you're supposed to. It makes my teeth hurt. So I do one a week. And it's still better than nothing. And the little check mark is going to help me to track and help hold me accountable that on Sunday is teeth whitening day. Okay. My other thing that I'm doing this month, my husband and I did like a no sugar / low sugar November. He did completely none. I couldn't go that hard. I had to go medium. So I did low sugar. And so he was like, well, February is the shortest month of the year. So what other challenge can we do? What can we take away? And I had just seen on Instagram somebody saying, it's really good for you to not always think about what you can take away, but something you can add when you're doing a challenge. So instead of taking something away, I am going to challenge myself for every day in February to do some kind of exercise. And before you're like, oh my God, she lost me. For me, exercise can be literally 10 minutes of walking to a YouTube video in my living room. So for me personally, 10 minutes is my minimum. But if that's all I do, physical movement wise for the day, that counts in my book. I'm going to make 2 of my days gym days. I was having a big mental block about the gym and that's too hard and I don't want to do it and I don't like the gym right now. But I asked my BFF, ChatGPT, if going to the gym 2 days a week for a half hour was like worth my time, or if there weren't going to be any significant benefits from doing that few workouts at the gym. And I'm also concerned because I have some thyroid issues. And so having a high stress workout that's going to like dump cortisol is actually really bad for me. And so I have now 2 30-minute low impact, low intensity workouts that I'm going to be doing a week. I think Wednesdays are for sure going to be a gym day. But I don't know what the other day is going to be. And so I'm adding all of my little circles, and I can put, if I don't want to forget, I know I'm going to know what they are, but for the sake of, we already categorize things, right? I can take my circle and add that to my little side chart and have that be my workout tracker. So I can go through each day and fill in or check mark whatever I want my circle to keep track of that. So just some type, 10 minutes or more of some type of movement. Sometimes I do like a dance YouTube video, a walking one, a walk at work. Like last week, right before the snow came, Thursday, it was like 50 degrees. So I took a 15-minute walk at work. Whatever that is, for 28 days in a row, I'm going to do it. So, and then I think that's everything for my like regularly scheduled things. Now, in my yearly goals, my goal for reading this year is to, what was it? 60 books. So that's 5 a month. Currently, your girl is reading and listening to books number 9 and 10 for January. So I'm absolutely killing it. So with that being said, Amanda has this really cool book tracker stencil. And so I thought it would be fun to make my own little like bookshelf over here so that I can write the specific books that I'm reading in February. And I think I'm going to aim for another 10. Well, February is shorter, so maybe we'll go 8. Give myself a little leeway. And I'm just doing these with my pen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So there's just 3 sizes of rectangles here. And the cutest part is that it also has these little details that you can add to like the spine of the book. So maybe I'll do those in gray because I still want to be able to like write over them. Right, like how cute is that little book? There we go. And so as I read in February, I'm just going to add the titles here. And then when I get to my 8, I can celebrate. Yeah, Emma's newly a book addict. So very cute. Her website is also linked down below. We love supporting a Bloom girly. We love supporting all the girlies, to be fair. But all right, so that is my month. Okay, then we're gonna start scheduling out our weeks. All right, and then I want to show you guys how my weeks have been going so far. So here's what my real month looks like. I mark anytime my daughter has a migraine. I mark when we had snow, other events that we had this month. And then this week was already kind of a wash, right? Because whatever. We started planning for the 5th when we did it. So I've been still using our like separating the sections, and that's been really good. And then one of Amanda's stencils has these little like feet or dumbbell symbols. And so I've been adding those so I can track how I'm moving. This month, my goal was that any day I didn't have a live, I did my workout. So there were a couple weeks I managed 6, but 5 days a week has been my goal. And then again, separating everything out. These are my regular little squares that I just make with my marker, just like that, making my own little check boxes. And you can see some days don't get tracked well, and some days I track really well. And then this week, I had some fun using markers and some washi to separate things. Just trying some stuff out, you know? So the separating has really been working out good for me. I did want to try something a little different this month and make my home section at the bottom. So I'm going to go 3 lines up, and I'm going to make a line. And I found these random calligraphy pens in my craft closet. when trying to figure out what I was going to use today. And this looked very hot pink, like the pole was for. Then I'm going to use the meeting that I already put in for myself as the base, I suppose. And I'm going to separate the top section into like a third, and then, you know, kind of 2/3. So these are going to be for my timed meetings. This is going to be for my work to-dos. And then the bottom section is going to be for home. And these are like crazy. Timed, to-do, and home. And this seems really big, but what I would probably do is make 2, oh my God. Like that. That's what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. I'm sure this is very handy for calligraphy, but it's not my favorite. You have to hold that one really weird to get that part to work. Okay, home, timed, to do, home. So what else do we have going on that week? That's why I like to do my month first, because then I can flip back and forth really easily. So we have crafter. I guess we have to do our other side, huh? One, two, three. And I don't personally separate Saturday and Sunday, but you for sure can if you need to. There we go. I already got this far, right? We have to just commit to the bit. Never been so grateful to have mild liners in my life as I am right now. Oh goodness. To do, timed. And I'm just labeling these because this is my first time separating them like this. If I end up loving this in the future, I probably wouldn't label them because I'll know what they are. All right, so home is Craft Roulette on Friday. And I have lives on Tuesday and Thursday. And then our meeting with Anne. And so that's it for our regular stuff. I would like to track I'm tracking like that I did a workout on my month and all of my little purple check marks. But I think, see, that's the other reason I love a mild liner, for the record. No bleed through with a mild liner. From Zebra. Zebra mild liners all day, every day, as long as you have the color you need for whatever Instagram told you to do. I want to be able to track in my weekly planner pages what I worked out, right? So my month is just to make sure that I did it, and my on my weeks I'm gonna mark what it was. So I think I'm gonna stick with steps because that feels like less pressure. So I'm not tracking my steps, like I'm not tracking how many, but that'll be my little reminder. You could do the weightlifting one too, or there's a bunch on here. You could just have it be workout. Just write out the word. Whatever. But if I mark them ahead of time, it really, again, helps me stay accountable. It holds me accountable, and it's me promising myself at the start of the month that I'm going to do this, so that future me has to then come back and be like, yeah, girl, we did it. It's all about the intention that we're setting for ourselves. And Saturday and Sunday are not exempt from the workout plan. So we're going to add them down here too, because we're going all month. There we go. And then you know what else Sunday gets? Sunday gets a tooth, because we're tooth whitening. That day. So in real life, I would put washi all over everything. I would add a whole bunch of other color. I wanted to share too for trackers. We have our fitness and healthy living stickers. There's more than these two. These are just the ones that I like pre-pulled. But so these are great. You have water trackers, step trackers, weekly habits. So you can just add one of these to maybe like Sunday, or add it in your month on the side, and you could track if you worked out every day, if you meal prepped, whatever you're tracking. And then I also love these little stickers that have like what it is, right? Or you can color code with them. So those are really fun. I grabbed those for me to try out for myself this month, even though I'm not making like a huge commitment, because I feel like moving every day from not doing that, except for the past couple weeks, is already a big commitment. So I'm not going to do like a hardcore water tracking. Like I might track my water just to see where I'm at in case I want to make that a priority next. But I have a hard time if I add working out every day, hitting a certain amount of steps every day, doing a certain amount of water every day. Like if I add all of those things at once, 4 days in, I'm going to miss one, and then I'm going to give up on them all. I know that about myself. So instead, we're just doing one big change at a time. And I don't really have a lot of other stuff I can add fun stickers to. I have, again, from that free sample sticker pack, sticker sheet that comes with the planners, I have a cute little computer, so we can add that to craft roulette night. All my like crazy, oh, you know what I have are inspirational quotes. She's always a good time. Let's add some of those and then we'll wrap up. I know there's a couple people watching. I'm so glad to everybody in the comments. I want to know what's one thing that you are super excited about in February. What's something that's good that's happening? What's our good news? What are we excited for? It's very easy right now to get caught up in negativity. And so I think it's really good to have something that we can focus on in our lives, specifically like our personal lives, that is something good we can look forward to. I like this. Radiate positivity. And if you're watching this in the replay, thank you for being here. And also, please leave me a comment with what you're looking forward to as well, because I do come back and check those. Oh, here's to strong women. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We're getting strong. My favorite new thing that I read was like, strong. Never mind. I don't remember. Off Our Couch said, I'm trying something new every month, and February I'm trying a hip hop class. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, I want to know how it goes. My daughter and I have had so much fun doing these like very silly like YouTube dance videos. They're not, I don't even know that they should really count as dance, but they're so fun. And it's just like us jumping around the living room. That sounds like a great time and such a good idea to try something new every month. I love that. One of my favorite features of all time from our Bloom planners is the little sleeve, the little pocket in our planner. So I'm going to put my stencils back in there for safekeeping. I'm going to put my stickers, keep a couple of these inspirational quotes, put those in my back pocket. There we go. And put my magnet back because she's a lifesaver. Well, let's see. My husband and I have 2 date nights planned this month. It's been several months since we have been on one. Super excited. That sounds amazing. And that's absolutely a form of self-care too, even if it's like a partner or a friend hangout, anything like that, 110% counts as self-care. It does. You're making your happiness and some joy in your life a priority. And so that's amazing. I hope you have so much fun. Let's put these things away. All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but taking this time to plan my next month always makes me feel better. And this in and of itself is a form of self-care because we're making our intentions a priority, our goals a priority, making sure that we're set up for less stress and we aren't missing anything. We know what's coming our way this month as much as we can control, we have in here. And never forget that if there's spots that you've skipped, you can always use those spaces to go back in and do a brain dump, go back in and journal, make comments of fun things that happened that week, anything like that. So never beat yourself up over skipped pages or skipped sections. That doesn't matter. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to hopefully a better February, feeling more like me, feeling more ready to go and amped up to get some stuff done. But also, if hustling in February isn't calling to you, that's okay. Take some time to slow down, figure out what will help you spark some joy. And if that means getting off of your phone or off of YouTube for a little bit, I know it's ironic, I'm talking to you on YouTube, but protect your mind. If you need to take a break from social media, for, even just like the first 30 minutes that you get home from work, little things like that really do add up. So I'm so grateful to everyone who came to hang out with me this afternoon. We will for sure be back on February 24th at 3. But as I said, I'm working on at least 2 more lives this month. And so I will get those scheduled ASAP and post them on Instagram and in our free Facebook community. If you haven't joined our Facebook community, we would love to have you over there. The link is down in the description. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys back here soon. I hope that you have an amazing end of January and an amazing February. I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, have a great day, guys.